you find yourself before the Bifrost. Mist curls around your ankles in the muted dawn. Gentle bands of color lift into the sky, arching far beyond the edge of the world. Underfoot, a tender glow waits, warm and light, not fire, not cold. Like scent lingers in the air, faintly charged, almost sweet with the promise of crossing. This is the crossing, the first surrender, where the world you knew lies behind and something quiet welcomes beyond. Soft mist ebbs around the curve of your feet, neither urging nor delaying you. Each breath comes easy in the cool hush of this place. The Bifrost hums beneath your soles, not a song, but a steady nearness. Light, constant, and strange. Every color seems to move slowly, drifting, merging, then separating along the wide bridge. The horizon wears a twilight veil, not day and not night. Faint pinpoints of light press gently against the dusk, as if stars wait on both sides. No rush, only the fading world behind and the shimmering arch ahead. Dew gathers softly on the bridge's edge, cool and clean. A memory stirs, not of leaving, but of returning, as if every crossing is remembered by the rainbow itself. This span is older than the sky's first blue. Each step is absorbed by the bridge, soundless and mild. Rain's trace shifts in the air, mingled with the tingle of something new against your skin. The bridge curves upward, serene and untroubled, leading where sight can't yet reach. Colors lean toward you, pale and patient. Far below, the air thickens with shimmering threads, neither fog nor cloud. The world you left behind is an echo, softened with every slow breath. Warmth gathers in your feet, light as a hand in late sunlight. Stillness surrounds, not silence exactly, but a subdued hum, ancient and soothing. The light above the arch carries a blush of deep gold, fading into thin blue and distant purple. You walk without effort, allowed forward by the Bifrost's will. No barrier stands, only an invitation to drift farther. A distant horizon grows, layered in light, promising new realms out past the reach of memory. The bridge never urges, only permits. All is easy movement and unhurried flow into other places. The rainbow's edge is neither cool nor hot, only resting dim under your passing form. Every particle of mist seems folded with the scent of rain that never falls. Under your feet, colors blend, amber to green, blue to a pale, restful violet. A faint shimmer catches at the corner of your sight, lingering, trailing with you. On this arch, every worry is a stone already left behind. The pulse of the world narrows, growing quieter as you move further from its call. Muted gold runs through your hands where you let them drift beside you. Your body eases, woven gently into the unhurried rhythm of the bridge. A soft wind brushes your skin, no more than a hint, cool and pleasant. The bifrost arches seem to cradle the night, tucking you deeper into softness with every passing moment. Your legs feel light, almost floating, but anchored by the bridge's promise. Somewhere rainbow drops gather beneath, catching bits of star gleam and letting them ride quietly downstream. Low glow emerges beneath the arch, rising gently in the space where all worlds blend. Memories of home blur, not lost, but softened, as if seen through drifting mist. The taste of rain remains, cool and lingering on your tongue. Colors deepen as you progress, shifting from bright to calm, never harsh. With every unhurried inhalation, the air takes on a rare clearness, as if nothing can hide in this place. Your hands brush past faint motes of light, almost dust, almost touch. A pale radiance glances off your shoulder, gone as soon as you pass. Horizon after horizon folds ahead, each one steadier, more inviting than the last. This bridge is more breath than stone. Your footsteps belong now wholly to the bifrost. You are its gentle passenger. The rainbow rises, steady, wide, unhurried, carrying you without pause or strain. Each color has a timbre, a slow vibration, like music meant for still places. The sky above is open, yet close, cupping every movement in a velvet hush. In the distant dark, a deeper blue, almost endless, runs through the air like water. Mists swell ahead, keeping the edge of the bridge thin, never soft. Somewhere overhead, a faint spark curls, golden white and calm. Sweetness drifts on the breath you take, threaded with the scent of wet stone and violet petals. Skin tingles, not with chill, but with the light charge of departing. A memory lingers. Bifrost is guarded always by unseen eyes who never disturb your crossing. The bridge gives without asking, holding every weight without protest. All around, old light and new rain become one, neither overpowering. Above the bridge, faint wisps trail like ribbons, twining and fading into shadow. The pulse of your heart matches the hum beneath your feet, even undisturbed. You are carried forward by tenderness alone. A restfulness grows in your limbs, softening any remains of effort. No shadow clings here, all is open and allowed to pass. Beneath, hints of gold and blue slide together, lazy and measured. The bifrost curves onward, bending into mist, always somewhere further and softer. Edges blur, both in light and in thought, as distance from the old world widens. A rare peace grows, light as moss over stone. Somewhere within the bridge, stories are woven, never spoken, only felt. Color turns, gold to gentle indigo, lavender to a gray so slight it barely exists. The hum beneath you remains a still reassurance, neither urging nor stalling. All cares become smaller here, like pebbles dropped in long grass. You remain suspended among worlds, kept safe by the bridge's quiet strength. Rain smell grows softer, replaced by a trace of sweet, clear air. The arch around you grows wide, embracing sky and cloud. Far ahead, another horizon resolves, unfamiliar but promising rest. Small pockets of warmth pass near your ankles, like invisible companions moving along. Stillness has its own current, carrying you with patience alone. Somewhere to the side, a droplet trails across the bridge's lip, catching every color before slipping away. Colors brighten, then fall gently to paler shades, resting your eyes. There is no hurry, no need to know what follows next. Your breathing lengthens, body surrendered to the Bifrost's unbroken welcome. Somewhere below, the rainbow and cloud melt quietly together, leaving no mark. Hints of distant lands line the horizon, low and silver-edged. You belong to no place now, only to this steady movement. The bridge holds every step, drawn as softly as breath. A gleam crosses the surface ahead, inviting you further by comfort alone. A cool exhale of fog moves under the bridge, unseen, rising to touch your calf before thinning away. Shapes in the light shift, nothing hurried, only a drifting transformation. The arch's ends vanish into mist so pale it almost glows. Every sense is eased, softened by rain, warmth, and the tireless hum underfoot. The sky colors deepen, blue stirring toward indigo, gently folding around the high arc. Bifrost needs no destination. It is only a tender in between. Your body is cradled in this crossing, a guest of the bridge's silent promise. Far away, a glimmer hints at the beginning of another world, but it waits, unmoving. You are cocooned by rain, color, and the mild glowing road below. Softness fills each space around your arms, your chest, your mind. The Bifrost stretches onward, tireless, serene, carrying you further. Still held in the hushed heart of crossing, the curve of Bifrost draws you toward the shadow of another world. A hush gathers in the air ahead, mild and sure. Far below, something dark and unbroken calls softly, barely louder than your own still breath. The shimmering bridge thins, its colors paling beneath a sky drained almost silent. Before you, the wide stretch of Helheim's shore materializes, neither welcoming nor cold, only present. A flat calm settles over the stones, each oval smooth as river glass, faintly damp from ancient mist. The sky here holds neither day nor night, only endless dusk, stretched evenly across the horizon. Pale stones meet dark water without fuss or boundary. Somewhere, the current of Gil runs deep, steady, without hurry. A low, ancient ferry drifts toward rock, its hull brushing faintly against stone. Threads of mist cling to your skin, cool as a distant hand in farewell. At your back, the shimmer of Bifrost fades, becoming memory even as you listen for it. No wind stirs the silver surface of the river. Only the faintest lapping of water finds your ears. Each sound is softened as though heard from the depths of sleep. A coolness rests against the inside of your palm, neither soft nor biting, simply present. A faint pulse of air moves past your cheek, thick with the breath of ages. Your body takes the chill slowly, worn in like a draped cloak. Marble still, the world waits for movement, none is needed. Helheim's shore does not expect action, only arrival, only being. From the mist, the outline of a tall figure settles onto the land. The giantess Hel stands farther up that bank, draped in pale and dark, half veiled by vapor. Her presence is unhurried, her gaze unblinking, patient as old oak. Eyes clear as clouded ice, steady, neither searching nor judging. A quiet passes from her to you, acknowledgement without language. She is neither promise nor threat, only the keeper of stillness. A memory of stories suggests that Hel is half light, half shadow, and so she welcomes both. Mild gray wraps her form, the folds blending into fog, solid yet untouchable. Across the water, no voice calls your name here. Here, you are only presence. The hush deepens as you settle upon the shore's smooth edge. Pale stones press against your feet, chilled but yielding gently to weight. A single drop of water beads on your knuckle, then slips away, unnoticed and easy. The air bears the faintest trace of juniper, distant bonfire smoke, moss. Behind the scents, an old iron tang rests, a memory of time and endings. Somewhere upriver. The faint clink of a bronze coin touching stone arrives, carrying the echo of forgotten customs. In sagas, coins help souls cross the water, but here, ritual has relaxed to mere passage. The river Gjöll reflects what light remains, dusk swirling with gray, blue, and the last hints of gold. Your shoulders are blanketed by the slow, even cold. It does not harden you, only eases the body's edges. From the stones, a sense of waiting rises. Centuries of travelers left no trace except silence. A single black feather rests near your heel, matte and pale, carried from somewhere beyond memory. One truth lingers. Helheim is not punishment, only pause. This is the shore on which endings breathe out, silent, undemanding, real. The faint trembling of your breath joins with the river's hush, inseparable. In soft half-light, even the horizon seems restful, unmoving. Across the dark water, no shadow stirs except those born of moving mist. The world feels paused before speech, content in the lack of it. Your limbs feel weightless, as if carried half by stone, half by mist. A ripple crosses the black water, hardly touching the shore. Something ancient in the air tells of patience that spans lifetimes. Hell's gaze flickers for a moment, a silent understanding, a letting go. No command follows, no invitation, only a permission to linger. The echo of long-drifted songs hovers low, barely clinging to the edge of hearing. Nothing here tries to draw you onward. Movement belongs to another kind of time. The soles of your feet find the cool, even texture of worn stones, a sensation both grounding and untethering. Your chest eases, constriction melting into the dusk. A pale glow catches in the river's surface, uncertain if moon or memory. The land behind is sealed in mist. Only the shore, the water, and the muted giantess are real. Another ripple touches land, each ring growing softer the farther it spreads. A sense grows within you. Here, nothing requires holding on. The dusk feels infinite, but never lonely. Somewhere, the scent of cold moss thickens, a comfort against the thin air. A fragment of old northern myth lingers. The dead in Helheim kept their memories, but left longing behind. Light here does not dazzle or demand. It simply finds where it can rest. Hel's hands remain lowered, her robe blending into river fog. Her presence is a boundary, pale, clear, and without edge. From this silent, even sorrow is eased into a simple, neutral feeling. Somewhere at your side, a shallow pool catches the light, full of small, smooth pebbles resting beneath the surface. Breath falls gradual, unbroken, woven into the muted rhythm of the shore. The black water folds into dusk, flowing on past sight or wanting. Hel's gaze lingers, steady, as if she has seen you arrive 1,000 times before. She marks nothing, needing nothing. Her task is to hold the hush. A vague warmth builds deep within the stones, half imagined, half real. Nothing rushes here. Even memory takes its time to cross. A thin drift of mist curls around your ankles, cool and patient. A sensation of being witnessed, then gently forgotten, hovers at your back. Gil's waters echo the sky, a silver-gray memory of the Bifrost, softer, cooled. In tales, Hel's realm was a place for those whose deaths lacked fury or glory. Here, endings are steady, inevitable. Acceptance weaves quietly into the spaces between each breath. Farther upriver, a tiny bone token sits half buried near the edge of a stone. No footsteps disturb the damp ground. Travelers arrive and are absorbed, their weight passing into quiet. This place embraces endings without fanfare, only letting each arrival blend into its calm persistence. The sky above barely shifts. Only a slow drifting of twilight remains. A cool current of air moves over your arms, mild as a forgotten lullaby. A patch of stone beneath your palm turns almost warm where your body settles. Between sky and water, the hush grows deeper, steady in its gentle weight. Hell's figure fades slightly into the mist, presence unbroken, her patience undiminished. Each sense grows quieter. The hush thickens, almost physical. Here, you need hold nothing. Helheim's tender shore extends both ahead and behind, endless gray and stone. Departure, arrival, it is all the same in this place of easy pause. No deeds to recount, no burdens to bear, only the muted of dusk and stone. The river flows away. Twilight remains. The hush is complete, easy, and never-ending. The hush remains, hushed and unwavering. Stone underfoot is softened by a blanket of living moss. Each step is unhurried. There is no reason for haste now. Above, ancient branches trace unhurried arcs against the somber sky. Dim light gathers in the folds of the garden, gentle and pale. A ring of silvery leaves circles near your path, never stirring. The air carries only the faintest motion, a cool, persistent breath. You drift forward, weightless as thought. Dim petals graze your wrist, the slightest touch of cool silk. Their texture lingers, neither cold nor warm, but quietly alive. A muted pulse moves through the bloom, subtle as a memory. White blossoms hold a faint glow, not bright, but steady. You allow your hand to rest among them, feeling their steadiness. The pulse of each petal is steady, almost distant. A single petal curls lightly against your palm, tender and yielding. Translucent veins catch the dusk, holding the last of the day's softness. You breathe deeply, letting earth and green linger on the inhale. Scent drifts toward you, wild herbs, moss, and distant rain. A memory stirs, light as these flowers. It does not trouble you. Somewhere, the land rises and dips with shadowed roots beneath the moss. Tree trunks are pale gray, bark patterned with lichen's quiet script. A fern uncurls near a stone, dew pooling in its folded green. A song hovers in the distance, muffled and slow. The tune belongs to birds unseen, carried by twilight's long wind. Sound travels gently here, never disturbing the peace. There are no echoes, just a measured thread of melody waiting. The music is neither joyful nor mournful, simply present. It spreads through the cool air and lingers in the spaces between leaves. A pulse of warmth finds your chest, slower with each passing note. You kneel beside a patch of wild thyme, leaves small and bright. Their scent rises, mingling with earth and something faintly sweet. A pebble, smooth and cold, sits at the edge of the moss. When you brush the pebble, a coolness moves up your fingers. There is no urgency, only the patience of stone and growing things. The garden expands without borders, merging trees, flowers, and open ground. Above, a single star kindles in the folding sky. The air is not silent, leaf tips whisper, petals drift, unheard birds call. Near your elbow, a cluster of fallen petals forms a tiny blanket. You lean into the earth's green, feeling small fibers yielding beneath your touch. A thread of warmth moves along your skin, still not insistent. The scent of wild herb is unbroken, weaving under and over the dull tang of stone. You find yourself breathing more slowly, air cool and filled with memory. A ring of white petals curls near your heel. Each bloom holds a thin, glowing center, barely visible, but present all the same. There is a sense of being tended here, tenderly, without demand. Somewhere, the gradual song builds just a little. A shape lingers in the trees, a pale deer, soft-eyed, calmly grazing. It does not run or hide in this afterlife garden. Tiny blue flowers, nestle among the ferns, faces tipped upward. A single petal detaches and drifts, turning softly as it goes. A faint breeze carries it away, only to lay it down again near your foot. Around you, olive green shadows ripple over stones, never leaving a mark. A memory floats by, your own or perhaps another's, but it feels light. Here, even memories soften and cool, settling like mist on the moss. The clouded sky never brightens, never dims. Light is always easy, never sudden. A woven garland curls around the roots of an ash tree, gleaming with dew. In Norse lore, love intended those forgotten by the great halls, offering peace, not judgment. Gentleness is cultivated here, not by effort, but by long patience. Ferns sway, thin stems barely moving, as if guided by a hidden hand. The soil under the moss is cold, but the air brings the warmth of safe endings. Every unfamiliar shape feels known after a moment. A silver lichen patch is shaped like a blessing rune, faded but whole. The petals pulse once beneath your fingertips, steady, living, deep into the roots. Another bird's note drifts out, a little lower, more distant. Nothing here asks to be remembered. It all simply remains. You draw in the wild scent again, feeling it rest at the top of your chest. A touch of rain lingers on the air, never falling, just waiting. The hush never leaves, no matter how far you wander through these sacred gardens. You move without needing to know what comes next. Petal, moss, stone, and scent each welcome you unquestioned. The world grows smaller, then wide again. A low, mossy boulder forms a mild bank, inviting an easy pause. Above, a thin branch holds 3 white blooms, faces tilted toward the endless dusk. A breeze passes through, almost without sound, almost without motion. The garden carries you gently forward, each step a dim letting go. A smooth bank lies beneath your feet, soft with scattered moss and river stones. Ahead, water glides by, soot dark and steady. A simple wooden boat rests at the edge, shaped by still hands. The mist lightly veils its bow, never hiding, only softening the outline. You settle within the boat, without effort. The wood is smooth beneath you, faint and worn with age. A breath drifts in, long and unhurried. No cord tethers you here. Above, the sky hangs low, starless, secret, endless. Around you, the gentle push of unseen current, rocking, barely felt, a motion that offers peace. A hush gathers in the hollow spaces between every sound. The boat moves, slow, almost motionless, carried by something deeper than water. Ripples sketch faint circles on the surface, erased as quickly as they come. Your body loosens. Muscles giving way to the measured, forgiving rhythm. Every bank recedes into light smears of dark and silver. Mist rises, cool, rising in thin, shifting veils. The scent is wood and something older. Moss, river, hints of forgotten rain. With each drift, shapes on the shore grow dimmer. Edges fade, branches fade, stones melt into one long shadow. The measured rocking cradles your bones, unwinding tension with easy patience. No voices linger, only the faint arrival of breath and echo. Water laps the hull in a mild and constant song. A faint glimmer runs along the wood grain, like memory barely remembered. Far, very far, a single reed stands where the bank once showed itself. The night is full but lightless, holding a tender space for rest. You are neither arriving nor leaving, only held in the softly turning current. An oar lies at your side, but nothing asks for motion. Clouds drift overhead, dissolving quietly into the greater grayness. Your chest eases, surrendering weight you forgot you carried. With each easy sway, something within unfurls and softens. A ripple touches your hand, cool as linen newly washed. No name breaks the silence here. On the surface, a trace of starlight wanders, survives a moment, then slips below. Nothing here asks you to remember. Mist beads gently on your fingers, cool and formless. Your heart finds an even, settling rhythm, slow, content. A distant shape on the shore blurs, its outline barely holding the memory of a tree. This is the river of forgetting, where memory grows light, untroubled. Along the bank, low stones dissolve into a single quiet shadow. Each moment, the edges of thought grow softer, easy to surrender. No ache clings here, all pain becomes pale and far. The world narrows to water, mist, and gentle motion. Your shoulders drop. Tension drains as if claimed by the easy river air. A mild breeze curls through, neither cold nor warm. Somewhere above, a bird's low note slips into silence. The oar dips once without effort, tracing a lazy arc through water. Each movement is unhurried, a lullaby for bone and mind. Mist drifts in tighter curls, winding around the boat like old secrets. There is nothing left to hold on to, nothing pressing you forward or back. Breath and heartbeat flow together, undisturbed and unhurried. You allow yourself to drift. The river carries you as if you were always its own. The sound of lapping water is a thin comfort. The hush more familiar than any voice. Here, nobody calls, no names, no histories glows. Only the light uncertainty of shapes, the knowing of rest. Drifting further, even memories thrum softer, a background murmur fading to hush. A pale reflection, perhaps your own, perhaps another's, shimmers once in the moving dark, then is gone. Mist cools your brow, evaporating slowly as it arrives. On this river, letting go becomes easy, soft. The world outside the boat fades, limb by limb, thought by thought. Every curve of the current invites deeper surrender. Within the gentle motion, you become lighter, easier. Stones on the shore vanish, their hardness dissolving in silver dark water. Only the boat, the river, and the hush remain. This emptiness is a blessing, not a loss. You drift, carried, welcomed into stillness. No longing tugs at you, only a still becoming. A unhurried exhale opens the chest, breath softens again. Beneath your fingers, the cool wood grounds what remains. With every pass of the easy river, you lean further into forgetting, into peace. Nothing follows, nothing rushes. Just the river and you, moving together into still surrender. The hall widens, silent, unending. Pale starlight pools in delicate patterns overhead. Translucent walls blur any sense of edge or end. The wooden floor beneath you grows light, warm. A quiet air holds steady, close. No footsteps echo, only the hush. Breath cools in the chest. Air slips in, slower this time. Shadows deepen around wrists, ankles, neck. The gentle river's memory fades, only stillness remains. Body settles more completely to rest. A faint pulse moves beneath ribs, slow, like the world's oldest heartbeat. Nothing to clutch, nowhere to reach. Warmth rises from the floor, wraps the bones. Muscles soften. The last tensions drift away, forgotten. Your shape begins to surrender its story. The ceiling starlight shimmers once, then pauses, silent. A weightless hush fills the space around the heart. No memories drift back to interrupt this night. Every limb releases, the heaviness leaving, replaced by ease. Each new breath enters easy and leaves quieter than the last. The bed is low to the ground, carved with runes, so old their meaning lives only in silence. Far away, walls fade, becoming less wall, more night. The air holds a trace of myrrh, smoke curled from another's dreams. Your body sinks, barely a ripple left upon the wood. No cold finds you here. The warmth is complete. Every thought loosens, unwinding from the mind's tender hold. Pulse and river, almost indistinguishable now. The sky above is endless, scattered with muted stars. No eyes see them, save these dreaming walls. Sleep whispers, not in words, but in feeling, a kind permission to vanish. Veins cool, edges dissolve into fabric at night. The warmth is simple even, never fading. A distant hum, maybe a lull from some older realm, threads through your chest. Every sense withdraws, comforted, wrapped, and safe. Breath and heartbeat are the only guides now. A rune catches pale starlight, then softens, edges lost to shadow. Skin cools, shielded under furs and night. No echo disturbs the quiet here. Thoughts melt, then scatter, dissolving gently into nothing. The walls grow wider, fading before the hush. No promise given, no oath to keep, just the steady ease of ending. Another breath finds you, then leaves pale and unnoticed. Between the ribs, peace settles, real and unresisted. The pulse within joined to the dark rhythm of the hall. Breath calms, emptying, refilling, lighter than air. You are folded into this endless hush. All sense of boundary dissolves, a gentle vanishing. No journeys pull you onward now. Only warmth. The world outside the hall is far, far away. The soft beat inside your chest matches the dark pulse under the wood. Gradual surrender, like mist meeting lake water. Sleep holds, warm as myth, cool as stone. Everything is muted. The ancient world grows silent around you now. Everything is still. Everything is quiet. Nothing calls you anymore. Nothing remains to follow. Only the quiet rhythm of your breath. Slow. And gently, without effort. You are safe.